Welcome back. Today we're tackling a serious topic: how to survive nuclear fallout. We face all kinds of dangers in this world, from scorching deserts to unforgiving jungles. But the threat of nuclear events, that's a different beast altogether. It's a harsh reality, but being prepared for this kind of scenario could be the difference between life and death. Let's dive into some essential survival tips that could save your life. Right, before we get into the thick of it, we need to understand what we're up against. Imagine this. A nuclear explosion rips through the air. It's not just the blast we have to worry about, but the invisible enemy. It unleashes radiation. Think of it like this. After the explosion, millions of tiny radioactive particles are flung into the atmosphere. This, my friends, is fallout. Like a deadly rain cloud, these particles descend back to Earth, contaminating everything they touch. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the very ground we walk on. Understanding this invisible enemy is our first step to survival. We need to respect its power, but not be paralyzed by fear. Knowledge is power, and knowing what fallout is helps us understand why preparation is crucial. Now, let's say the unthinkable happens, a nuclear event. The ground shakes, the sky flashes, and panic sets in. This is where your survival instincts need to kick in. Your first mission: seek shelter immediately. Every second counts. Remember, this isn't the time for sightseeing. Forget about grabbing valuables. Your priority is finding a secure location, and fast. The best bet is a basement. Thick walls, underground, away from the immediate dangers. If you can't get underground, find an interior room as far away from windows as possible. Those glass eyes offer no protection from radiation. Now, remember that emergency kit we talked about? This is where it comes in handy. Food, water, a flashlight, a battery-powered radio, these are your new best friends. Stay put for at least 24 hours and let the initial wave of fallout settle. This is about survival, about riding out the storm. Now, if you're serious about survival, and we should be, let's talk about building a proper fallout shelter. This is about taking your safety net to the next level. Think of it as building your own personal fortress against an invisible enemy. The key here is using thick, dense materials: concrete, lead, anything that can stop those pesky radioactive particles in their tracks. This isn't a garden shed project. We're talking about creating a safe haven. Inside, you'll need enough supplies to last for weeks, maybe even months. Non-perishable food, water, medical supplies, these are your lifelines. Remember, the more prepared you are, the better your chances of weathering this storm. It might seem daunting, but trust me, having a well-stocked shelter can make all the difference in a crisis. In a nuclear event, information is your most valuable weapon. You need to stay ahead of the game, know what's happening, and where it's safe to go. This is where your trusty battery-powered radio comes in. Forget smartphones, they'll be about as useful as a chocolate teapot in a fallout zone. Tune into local news, emergency broadcasts. These will be your lifeline to the outside world. They'll provide updates on radiation levels, safe zones, and evacuation orders. Speaking of evacuation, familiarize yourself with your local emergency alert systems. These systems are designed to get you out of harm's way, so pay attention. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and you'll dramatically increase your chances of survival. Right, let's say you've been exposed to fallout. Don't panic, we can deal with this. The key is to act quickly and decisively. First things first, get out of those contaminated clothes. Think of them as radioactive sponges clinging to your body. Seal them in a plastic bag to prevent further contamination. Now, hit the showers. And I don't mean a quick rinse, we're talking a full-on decontamination scrub down. Use plenty of soap and water and be thorough. Pay attention to exposed skin, hair, anywhere those nasty particles could be lurking. If you suspect contamination, avoid touching your face, especially your eyes and mouth. And seek medical attention as soon as possible. Remember, speed is key here. The faster you decontaminate, the less chance those radioactive particles have of wreaking havoc on your body. Now let's talk long-term. Surviving the initial fallout is just the first hurdle. We need to be prepared for a world turned upside down. Food and water will be scarce, so we need to think like our ancestors, live off the land. Growing your own food is essential. Stock up on seeds, learn basic gardening skills. These will be your new survival tools. Water will be like gold dust. Knowing how to collect and purify it is paramount. Rainwater harvesting, filtration systems, these are your friends. Remember, self-sufficiency is key. The more you can provide for yourself, the better your chances of weathering the storm. Now, let's talk about the one thing that can make or break us in a crisis, our minds. A nuclear event is about more than just physical survival, it's about mental resilience. Fear, anxiety, despair, these are natural reactions, but we can't let them consume us. We need to find ways to stay positive, to keep our spirits up. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, these can be incredibly powerful tools. Remember, your mind is your strongest muscle. Train it, nurture it, and it will help you overcome even the toughest challenges. And never underestimate the power of human connection. Talk to loved ones, share stories, support each other. Remember, we're all in this together. Thank you for watching. We hope these essential tips for surviving nuclear fallout have provided you with valuable information and peace of mind. Remember, preparation is key, and staying informed can make all the difference in a crisis. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with friends and family. Together we can all be better prepared for any situation. Stay safe and see you in the next video.